Yes, people, back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again for a live fan forum. And I've got two guests at the minute. I've got Brad and Jason. Giving to you guys.
Evening.
Hello.
How are you doing? You good?
We're good.
Not too bad yourself.
No, I ain't not very bad. Just connected on Twitter as well because I took not off Twitch, but I put it on Twitter for live. So guys, this show is on live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So if you do like the video, like what you see, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button as well. Also follow Brad and Jason on their Twitter account as well. They're not and just got a channel keeping it tuned as well for Jason. So guys, we're going to talk about the last few days about Newcastle United, and we played Wolves on Friday and we won by 1-0. And Jason, give it a breakdown, mate, on the game.
I think it was 50-50 for me. It was definitely a much better improvement over what we saw against Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Much better. It was a response that we were looking for. I felt we could have maybe won by a bigger scoreline. Yes, his name will be mentioned again, but I think we had a better performance out of him. Again, he was roughly about 50-50. There were times when his typical ball hogging took effect, when he could have laid off the ball to a couple of players that could have made the scoreline much more comfortable. But who cares? We got the win. We stopped the losing run. We got 3 points. That's good enough for me.
Yes, absolutely right, people. Yeah, what about you, Brad? Give us a breakdown, mate, on Friday's game.
Yeah, I think it was just good to get out of that to like sort of the losing run. We didn't want to extend that, did we? So it was great just to get the 3 points and get 3 points towards that magic number we need to stay up. So it wasn't. Let's be honest, it wasn't the prettiest game for most parts of it, but thankfully, Chris Wood was probably unlucky to the first goal to get disallowed. Really unlucky. And then fair play, winning the penalty. We can't complain. Nobody can complain about that. It was a penalty away that he needed to, and it was just one of them games where something like that just going to decide it. It wasn't the best game. Wolves weren't really missing a couple of key players, which really showed through. So it didn't cause us too many problems. So luckily for us, we only needed that one chance and then put it in the back of the net, and that was enough for the 3 points. So, but yeah, positive to see. A bit. I think again, Shelby played some brilliant passes. Bruno was brilliant, as everyone's saying. So, yeah, a lot of positives to come out of it.
Absolutely. I mean, in my opinion, I thought the first half of we played really well, and once you got the first goal, I thought I wouldn't say comfortable in a way, but Wolves had some chances, by the way. I mean, I thought the back made a fantastic save. I thought Bruno was outstanding, in my opinion. I thought that's the best he's played, and I think he's absolutely midfield maestro as well. Absolutely fantastic. A joy to watch. And the back four played this part as well. I thought, again, steady. And, yeah, I mean, Joe Linton, I mean, he's good, but wasn't his best. I can't lie. John Shelby did all right. And I thought Fraser, sad to see him off the pitch. And Miggy, I think Miggy did okay. ASM, I'll come to him a bit later on. And Chris Wood, I thought he played really well. I mean, he did a job. And I know, what are you doing there, Jason?
It's the cat in front of the camera.
Cat.
Oh, it's a flipping cat show as well, like. You absolute. Oh, no.
Get away from the bloody camera.
Let's go for the comments, people. Let's go for the comments. Big up to Brian. Wait, Joe feels it's been a while. It has indeed, mate, because I haven't been on for 2 days. It's just took a 2-day break, which is shock horror because people thought I was going to do it every day. Big up to Callum. Hope you're okay. Big up to Gary B. Having a good time. And everyone as well. Go for the comments as well. Hello, lads. Down Reddit. Then I've got even lads from Ryan. Big up to Ryan. And big up to my guy. This is Paul. I'm going to try not to upset him, man, because he's a great guy. He's a legend, a stream legend. Get his channel followed, man, because he's got over 10K. Big up to Paul. Thanks so much to get me into YouTubing as well. Appreciate that. Big up to Louis as well. and it should not be named. Okay. And big up to Rumor, has a Jason's debate and changing from keeping a tune to keeping wood YT. What's going on there, Jason, man?
Not a bloody chance. He may have scored, but I still don't rate him. I still not rate him.
Fair dues.
Not on your Nelly, Paul. Not on your Nelly. Just stick to your Connor Cody cutout.
Oh man, I tell you what, you gotta love Paul. By the way, you gotta love him. By the way, he's a legend. Big up to Richard, hello John. Yeah, okay, I know that's fine. You're here now. Big up to Paul. There we go again. We played over what 7 minutes gone, and he's mentioned Man U, and you'll have to. I leave that to Macy, by the way. She's back. She's back next week on Tuesday, so that'd be amazing. And we've got one of the Facebook fans as well. I cannot believe we are lucky 10 from Brazil. I tell you what, this guy is absolutely lit. And big up to Mance as well, PUK, and yo to Ryan, 5,000. And listen, come wherever you can be. And have your dinner and then just come wherever you can, my guy. Every guy says hi to the gang. To you, that's you, Paul, even John, Jazz, and Brad. That's Nufc, absolutely fine. There we go again. I'm not going to read it lines. Look at that and big up to you as well. For Lou E fan. Yeah, I mean, look, I thought, to my opinion, deserved 3 points. I mean, were you impressed on Friday, Jason? Were you impressed with Newcastle, or was there a lot of work to be done as well?
I think there's a little bit more to do, but for me, I wanted a huge response. I think everybody wanted to see the team have that kick up the arse that they needed, especially after that Spurs result. I mean, what a horrific horror show that was.
Yeah.
But so to get the win, to pay back the fans for that, that's what we needed. I think. I had us down to getting a draw, but deep down, I wanted 3 points. I wasn't really wanted to accept a draw after that show against Spurs, but I'm glad we did get the 3 points, and hopefully that can continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Got big up. Paul is an absolute legend again. We know you're black and white, and yes, we call you weekend, but let's discuss. Absolutely.
Well, you are supporting both tonight, there, John. Black and white stripes with a bit of red in now.
Wow. Not coming. I told you, I got my mate Nick, who had on last Tuesday, the other Tuesday. She was absolutely fantastic, by the way. And she's got me back, and Paul's got me back as well, by the way. We know you're black and white, Abdius, and I love you, my guy. Good evening, lads. Jason, Chris Wood scored. Still not convinced yet. As for Bruno, different gravy. Brad, going to talk about Bruno, and I thought he was excellent. I mean, that guy is absolute a bar like him.
Yeah, he's starting to get you. He's had his opportunities now. First home start, especially, he's just blowing out the water, just showing everyone what he can do, and makes you realise how lucky we are to have him in the team. Just the skill that he possesses and the level of calmness he's got in the middle of the park. You don't see that. It's not something you see in every team. So for us to have it, it's absolutely brilliant, and we're only gonna. That's the sort of mold of player that we're going to look to get alongside him in the midfield as well to push us on even more. So, but yeah, just that ability to, you see, just the little ways that he picks up the ball, just lays off the movement, the little movement off the ball and everything. It's just step above what we've seen in previous years. So yeah, it's just enjoyable to watch, really.
Absolutely. I mean, we were lucky to get this guy. I thought it's going to be turned down when he offered 40 million quid. I thought he won something like 60, 70 million quid for Bruno. But I tell you what, this guy could be an all-time great in a black and white shirt. I mean, I'm doing the transfer update tomorrow, and we're going to talk about Lucas Paqueta, which I'll not talk about now, but you'll find Luke tomorrow, by the way. And we got Gary as well. Big up to Gary. We'll play better on Friday. Did make some runs on the bar, held it slightly better, and remained cool for the pen. I know he's not the future, but there was improvement. Yeah, I have to agree, Gary. I mean, I think he worked hard for the team, and he was unlucky not to score the first goal, which was just offside. But his moments came later on. And once again, general question: do you guys buy a program when you go to the games, Jason?
Never been to a game, so I've not really got any programs.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about you, Brad?
Not every game, but if I've got it depends. If I sort of with family occasionally, I would just buy one just for them probably to take back more than anything. But yeah, if I'm just going sort of generally, I tend probably not to get one. But say when I'm going to the game on Sunday, I probably won't. But yeah, I should really. If there was a way you could just get them delivered, if you can, I'll probably just rather do that because every time you're at the game, you just want to get in and you just want to get in and see the action sort of thing. But yeah,
man, absolutely fair enough. I used to buy match programs as well. If I get time, I'll buy one. But if I don't, I don't. It's just no stress on this at the moment in time. And
the ones outside Old Trafford.
John's the one who's selling them.
Get your United match program.
But yeah, if there is, I don't know if there is I'm sure somebody will say if there's like a delivery or subscription you could do. I've not heard that there is like.
Nah, there you go. Paul, so you still got you got your Man U red shirt on, John. I didn't say United at the minute yet. I've not said United yet. But that's keep it that way, John. Keep it that way. Paul's watching, and so is Billy, by the way. 3 Brazilian players to Newcastle Champions League next year. I wouldn't go as far as Champions League yet. We're not ready for Champions League football, but give a couple of years, then we may just get there. But we need to buy quality first. We definitely need to buy a goalkeeper. We need to get 2 quality strikers. We need another winger, if possible, and improve that team. But John Barnes, I'm going to come on to in a bit, as well as ASM. We all got your back, mate. Billy, love you, man. Sorry, love you, Billy. Johnson Red, Jason Wood fan, and Brad's a Hertha Berlin fan. Quality shirts. There we go.
Although they might be going down.
Could well be. Hertha Berlin could be getting relegated. I'll tell you what. I mean, that's a huge football club, Hertha Berlin, and I tell you what, that club should be in the top 8 every single season. They're a huge club, great history. I'm surprised you're not wearing. You did. Got absolutely stuffed, didn't they? Absolutely mothered. I'm surprised you're not wearing the Man U top, John. What happened? It's because Man U lost it. Oh, come on. I'm absolutely fine. Mate. Absolutely fantastic. Hope you're too. Big up to Ruby. Good luck tonight in your match against Benfica. Love this fans forum. Something here with other Toon fans. Absolutely, man. That's what it's all about. That's what we hear every week. So, and I've seen this being some strong moves up. Equetta is interested in our project. Gary, you're going to speak about that tomorrow night on the transfer update. So, join us at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, mate, and I have my views on that one as well. You can get programs delivered for £5. And big up to Billy. How much are you plugging these days? A £5. The rumours is the program are going X programs. And we could go to Ryan. Big up to you, Ryan, mate. How are you doing?
I think about 450. So.
I'm good, John. How are you, man?
Yeah, man, I'm absolutely fine. Just got it on live tonight on Facebook, and I've got it on live on Twitter as well. So this
no Twitch, no Twitch yet. I saw that tweet.
Yeah, well, it was Jason said I'm not going to get many people on there, sort of thing. So what I did, I swapped Twitch to Twitter, which makes a bit of sense. So yeah. So
yeah, that sounds like a plan.
It's mainly because Twitch is mainly for just gaming content anyway, so you're not going to get really much of a following over there.
I mean, you say that, but then there's like hot tub streams dominating.
Well, unless he fancies going into a hot tub with his Man United shirt on, then obviously.
Oh man!
Hey Jason, you relocated or something? What the hell's going on there?
I'm having to move around in my room, so everything's a bit of a mess at the minute.
Oh
man, tell you what though, I mean, it's just absolutely amazing, guys. But Ryan, give us a breakdown on the match on Friday between Newcastle and Wolves, mate. Give us a breakdown.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty decent game from us overall. I thought Wolves were poor at the same time, though. So, can you say if it was any good for us? Yeah, I thought it was. I thought we should have scored more goals, but a whole lot better performance than Tottenham. I'll definitely say that.
Yeah, man. Wow. This is the first time I think it's been on my channel, right? I've always wanted to come on my channel. Big up to my guy, Alex, and even to you.
Evening, lads. Evening, John. I thought I'd come
No.
say hi because I always miss your shows. Normally, I'm like working in the background, so I just comment.
Yeah, man.
But I'm not
enough.
working now, so I can just jump in and say hi. So hi, everybody.
Hi, to you.
Hello.
And how's Alex day today?
Yeah, not bad. Very, very busy with moving stuff and painting
Wow.
and boxing things, but it's getting there.
Champion stuff, man. Yeah, I was just talking about a few things. You talk about the Friday's match. What do you think of Friday's match, Alex? Give us a breakdown, mate, on Friday's victory against Wolves, mate.
Yeah, I mean, it was perfectly executed plan, to be honest. He stopped himself. Well, not that he was going to do it, but he didn't change formations. He stayed with the 4-3-3. He trusted his own plan and his own players, and they delivered. It was a lot better. I still think there's a lot of niggles and sickness preventing the style we want. But I thought Maxi did all right. Wood was better.
Yeah.
It was solid. It was decent. It was very, very good. We nullified them for most of the game. And Neto was pretty scary when he came on for them. He does look very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
But fortunately, he didn't start, so we didn't have to deal with him for very long.
Yeah.
But 3 points.
Yeah. Massive 3 points, Alex. Massive 3 points, man. I mean, we've got two massive games coming up soon. One of us, Bruno, as well. Bruno was absolutely fantastic, wasn't he? What a performance by the midfield maestro.
Yeah, Bruno's is bonkers. I'm not really quite sure how we got him this early on. I thought that caliber of signing probably would have been in the summer. It's pretty crazy that we got him to agree to join when we were still second bottom. It's mental. So people did sort of saying, like, disregarding summer signings. Well, if we can get Bruno at second bottom, then maybe there's more in the summer. Maybe we can get more than we're expecting. You never know.
Yeah, that Dan the Beak guy's comment, Dan Van der Beek has come out and say, I'm not going to come to Newcastle because I don't want to fancy relegation dogfights. Look where Everton are now. I tell you what, he's
backfired.
Spectacular.
What's this thing with they call him Van de Beek too? It's Van de Beek, isn't it?
It's Van der Bench.
Beek,
Yeah.
bench. Yeah, there's a few variations of
Same with yesterday, man. I was going insane when I heard the commentator say Alfonso Davis instead of Davies.
Wow.
It's only the same as Bruno. Everybody's given up and calls him Guimarães now instead of Guimarães, and everybody's forgotten how to say it.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. Got some few comments as well, by the way. I supported Newcastle United age of 3-year-old. Went to the first match at St James's Park, and that's when we played Grimsby Town. Wow. Going back a while. Can get programs delivered for £5 from Curtis Sports and $3.50 at the stadium. I used to collect programs, Billy. Got a ton active going back to 73-4. And everyone's watching. We watch it live. Hope we win. Get to the next round. Good luck on your scouters tonight. Stayed alone makes it hurt a big club. Always seems like a sleeping giant. Probably the equivalent to Newcastle in England. That's quite true. Yeah, Jason. I know you're not a Chris Wood fan, right? I know. I have to ask you.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Go on.
I know you're not a fan of him, right? I get that, but would you still keep at the end of the season as a sub, or would you just get rid of him anyway?
Still get rid.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think, if anything, he'd be a bench player. That's all I can see for his future with us. Because the moment the summer comes around, we're going to be bringing in strikers, 1 or 2 of them, and that's automatically going to put him on the bench. Because as soon as Wilson's back in, he's going to be starting.
Yeah, I think he will. Archie, how are we doing, mate? Are you okay?
I'm alright.
I'm married. It's not too bad. I usually left you out, didn't I? Listen, I'm just talking about breaking down on Friday's game. Give us your breakdown on Friday game, mate, against Wolves after that 1-0 win.
I think, to be fair, we were very lucky that we did get the 3 points because Wolves played absolutely shite. But obviously when Chris Wood scored in the Gallagher end, but obviously it got ruled out. But then when he scored the penalty, I was quite confident he would score. If it was any other Newcastle player like Almiron taking the penalty, then I would be putting my hand over my face because Almiron is not a penalty taker.
I mean, we've been so shit the past few years. We have no clue who's good at penalties too.
Yeah.
The only ones I trust on penalties past years so is probably Chris Wood and Joe Linton, to be honest.
Joe Linton penalties.
Yeah. What?
Has he taken one? I'm not sure.
Against Man City last season.
He did, didn't he?
He scored. It was a banger.
I just remember Wilson took our only one before Wolves.
Oh, yeah, Wilson too.
It was really close. It was like right into the keeper. And then who was our other taker? Richie for a long time, and he missed quite a few.
Good job we didn't miss that one against City where we beat them.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, the way you took that penalty, man, that was absolutely lit. Absolutely smashed in the back of the roof, back of the net. Wow. But, Danielle, how are we doing, Dan? You okay? Hope you're fine. And I was waiting for ages, but I hope Daniel's absolutely fine. And
I've missed her. I haven't seen her for so long or spoken to her.
She's amazing. She is fantastic, Danielle. I mean, Alex, you know about Danielle. She's very, very good.
I've heard of her.
You heard?
Didn't know her name was Daniel, John.
Danielle. Danielle. Got your answer there. Hey, John Static, big Guna fan. Everyone saw I keep out our that's and Brian. I've never had COVID yet. I want to talk about quickly about ASM. I thought he played well second in the game. Right? I know people are having a cuss him out again, right, on social media, and I'm kind of sick of it as well, right? I mean, I'll go with you, Jason, right? I mean, ASM, do you think he was good on Friday?
I think it was 50-50 for me. I'm to be perfectly honest, I think we saw a much better performance out of him. But then it went back to his ball hogging that rages me. I think we could have won comfortable. I think there was a good couple of chances he could have fed the ball through to someone else that could have put the ball away. Slight tap-ins that could have happened there, but he decided to take it on himself. But other than that, there was other times where he just done his amazing skills as always. So for me, I think it's fair to say 50-50 on him. He was good and he was also bad, but that's ASM for you.
Fair enough. I'll go with you, Brad, as well. ASM.
Yeah, I think it was you'd probably be a bit frustrated with his performance himself. Just spurned a couple of chances, didn't he? But yes, he's just easing back into it. Fitness will get there over the next few games. As long as he doesn't pick up any sort of niggles before the end of the season, he's going to have that run of games that's remaining. But yeah, he's just one of them nights. He could have eased on another night. He could have easily had a couple of goals. It's just one of them things. But yeah, certainly give us a bit of a bright spark in the first half. But yeah, it just didn't really click for him in terms of end product. But yeah, still promising. So we'll stay positive about it.
Yeah, you got to stay positive now because I'm a bit advocate at ASM. And listen, it's a game changer. Yes, some are frustrated, but listen, honesty is on it. Ryan, I know you're a bit advocate of ASM. I mean, what do you think of this game on Fridays?
Oh God, I'll try not to go like overboard like I did on Paul's yesterday.
I forgot to watch that. I need to go back and watch that.
I just went full on like how I felt. To keep it short and summarize it almost, like, I feel like he's more a victim of Bruce still, where he was idolized to the highest degree by our fans and by us. And I think you can't get rid of that mentality day one when Eddie Howe comes here. I think it's got to take time for him to become more of a team player if that's how people want him to see him as.
Yeah.
And I believe in that. But also at the same time, like he's also our starting player all the time because there's no one breathing down his neck week in, week out to get in the team. That's why we need competition. Mm-hmm. We need to prioritize our attack in the summer. So, and just the fact also that like previous seasons and when Bruce was here before Eddie Howe came in this season, like he dug us out of a lot of holes and like most goal contributing player in the team. He should have way more assists, in my opinion. and I feel like it's almost like obviously you could still criticize him. His shooting was crap on Sunday or Friday too. I missed good chances, but yeah, I still have faith in the guy. I don't want to sell him in the summer. No way.
Yeah, fair enough. Alex, I know you're a big advocate of ASM, and I know a lot of people have been slaying them. I've heard before that some was ASM out, which I do not, right? And he's got to be here, surely, man. He's got to be part of this project.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it personally. I think he's been judged to a really high standard. I mean, if we got like a free trialist in, sorry, my dog's barking for some reason. If we got like a free trialist in, an unnamed free trialist who was 25 years old and French, and we put him on the wing and he did 6 dribbles a game and did that, we'd go, oh bloody hell, look at this lad, woof. We got a player here. If we can clean up some of the passes and some of the crosses, if we can tidy up his edges, this is a real player. But it's because he's got that name tag and what he's done and what he could be. It just weighs so heavily on the fans and on him. I think he was trying way too hard against Wolves. I think he was thinking far too much about tracking back positions, passing, not passing. There was a couple of times where the fans were telling him to shoot and he was trying not to because he's been told to pass more. It's getting to the point where it's getting in his head a little bit, and it's not his fault. He's a young lad. Similarly to, I think the same is happening to Maguire at Man United. They're so certain players are in positions where they're just over trying now, and things don't work when you over try. You've just got to relax to play football, especially with somebody's like ASM whose football is quite natural anyway, and it's that kind of style, isn't it? So I think it's all blown out of proportion. You know, he's creating 3.8 shot creating actions per game, so he's contributing to basically us getting 4 shots a match, whether that's his shots or other people's shots. I'll take any player who gives us 4 shots a match. Yeah, that's incredible, and that's his rough edges performances. So if we can improve on that, he might help the team get 5 or 6 shots a match. Like, that's mental. That's really good stats. I think I don't see why we shouldn't keep him. And I say this every show to everybody. He's about to enter his prime under a good coach. Why would we not just wait and see what happens? Like, give him a chance.
I think because the transformation Joe Linton had under Howe, people are expecting that for ASM too, I feel like. And I feel like some fans expect Neymar level performances out of ASM. It's almost like he's a victim of his own success. Like, he's got Neymar like dribbling ability, clearly statistic wise too. And I just think with that comes more pressure of you to score goals and contribute to goal scoring too. And like he needs to do that more. And like Alex
his dribbles
said,
are bonkers. Like, everybody's raving about Anthony at Ajax. Anthony's completing 2 dribbles a game. Maxi's completing nearly 5. Like, it's insane. If he can clean up the other parts of his game, he is what he says he wants to be. He just needs to do the other parts of his game, and we've got to give him a chance to try that. We're not going to find another him for the money that we got him for. Let's remember what we paid for him. It wasn't that much.
We only paid 16 million or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, why would we sell him for current value of 32 million when he could easily get better and like triple the value of the 20 million we bought from him?
Yeah, if we paid 40 or 50 for him, then some of these comments make sense. But for the 16 million, I think he's fine for 16 million. Like, he's on 8 goal contributions this year. 16 mil for 8 goal contributions. Yeah, that's great. I'll take that.
Also,
go on, carry on.
If he had way more goal and assists at Nice, he wouldn't be he would not sign for Newcastle. A top team would have bought him already.
It's true. Fair comment. My expectation would just to contribute getting us out of the relegation zone. We're 10 points clear. Now, we would be in a big part of that. As long as he stay up, he's been a successful signing. I'm not sure if Jason will agree with that one, but that's a fair comment, Foxy. Do you build a team on ASM? Can he play in the system that Hal wants us to play, Brad? Do you think...
I think it's just going around. It's just for ASM, I think since we've signed him, he was in obviously the Steve Bruce side until House came in, and we've not been in it. We've always been in a struggling position for the majority of the time he's been at the club. So to knock out the numbers he has, he's done well, because you couldn't managing expectations in from that point of view. Not many people, not you couldn't imagine many people doing much better than that. But in terms of building a team around him, absolutely. Once we raise our levels to like a top 8 sort of Premier League side, that's when you expect a certain level of output from your players. And if he's building the team around him, you're gonna expect to get sort of goal contributions. You're gonna need a lot higher numbers, or especially competition that are gonna provide similar numbers. So yeah, 100%. He's only gonna get better. Still over 25. So of course, give him another few years. He's just gonna refine his end product. He's got like someone who's got a natural football game. So you've got an element of him is always going to be like free form like that. He's just going to sort of do that, and he's not that sort of type of player he is. So as long as he's not probably thinking too much is going to harm it, be detrimental to him in a way. So yeah, we just need to manage that the best way possible, and then better players around him. It's only going to be a good thing.
Good answer. Alex, question for Norvik. Big to Norvik, by the way. Could you perhaps explain change to FFP? How the hell Man City are going to get away when they literally wanted to buy Haaland for 240 million quid with a weekly salary of £500,000 a week? Will the changes affect us? That's the question for you, mate.
Well, the I can't remember the new FFP exactly, but it's supposed to be 70% of income, or something along those lines. That's not coming into effect for a few years yet. And yeah, City can easily do that because they saved up to buy Kane and then didn't buy Kane, so they've got this ready. They also sold Ferran Torres for 60 million to Barca, who could also somehow afford things. And they got out. Is it Alvarez? Is his name? The lad from Argentina who's they let him straight back out. He's coming in the summer, so they've got a lot of wage budget and transfer to play with. Like they haven't used much at all. Because they were saving up for Kane and they didn't get him. So they can quite feasibly do this. They might have a problem in replacing Fernandinho if they want to. They might not have enough to do both in one window if they want to sort out a midfielder and Haaland. I'm not sure they'll be able to do that. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they'd be the highest paid player in the world football, apart from Messi. But we should see. I feel like the whole ASM situation is getting bored. We're not going to talk about ASM anymore. We've gone beyond that, okay, people? Let's draw a line through it. ASM is a fantastic player. We've got to get behind the lad. So there you go. Callum, we're just going to show up about it, okay? And same with the questions at Eddie Howe's press conference. Wow, I'll be doing that on Friday, by the way. I'm doing that live. Order considering Newcastle United player for considering seller alarm ASM. Bring it in. A top PSG number 10 in. Well, he ain't going anywhere. Alex, he said he's talking a load of rubbish. Listen, Alex is talk sent all the time. And if you start 90 and drops to 17, it gives team time to adjust for new rules. If City can get Haaland and the rest of the big boys in the Prem, may as well wave the white flag. That's
that is concerning. It doesn't matter how much money we throw at our team. If they've got that, Jesus, that's going to be so hard to win a Premiership title. Like, because they're already bonkers. If you add Haaland's goals into that, all of a sudden they're not playing a silly false nine. They've got Haaland up top. How do we beat that? Who do we sign? Who's better than Haaland right now?
Years and years.
You don't really have to sign anyone. What you've got to do is just send someone out there, do a sliding tackle, get him sent off, take him out for the season. Job done.
I just feel like if they do get Haaland, it's going to be like Michael Schumacher for football. It's going to be, we've got to wait until that generation dies or retires. It's just game over. Like even Liverpool is starting to age out. They're doing quite well at replacing their front three, but how did we beat that? It's ridiculous. Because they're all prime age right now, like Rodri, and they're all prime age. And if Haaland comes in as well, that's going to suck. If Pep decides to stay there for another 5 years, I don't know what anybody else is going to do. It's going to be very boring.
And the thing is as well, it's just absolutely ridiculous as well because they can find how much they want. Then, like Chris said, there's a red or white flag, and then all of a sudden, it's just going to be the top usual two every single season, every single time.
Well, hopefully it'll be us and them swapping.
Hey, Alex, we'll win. I could make a prediction now. We're going to win the Premier League title before Man United will, and I will say that now.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with you there.
You know what I mean? I was right away. Big up to Tom Dixon. Big up to hope you're okay. And we'll talk about. I'm just going to say that if you do like the video, like you see, then please hit the like button, then hit the subscribe button. Also, we like to super chat or donate. It's out there for you. Just give what you can. It's your choice. And if you'd like to become a member, it's only 99p. If you click on join button, and do follow Jason Keeping It Tune on his YouTube channel, Brad PBNEFC on his Twitter, Ryan on his Twitter, and Alex Well Tune Review Stato is always on Paul's Tune Review channel. And check out Paul's channel, by the way, is absolutely fantastic. He's a legend of the game. And big up to Arch as well. He might be nuts, but we love it. A lot of people's opinions on ML Craft's performances, how has come in. I'll start with you, Archer, because for me, I think he had a good game.
Craft, yeah, I think he's had an alright game, like since obviously when Trippier got injured and all that, but like Craft's done his job, like what Hal wants him to do. Like he's done alright.
Yeah, I think he had a solid game on Friday. It's not my favourite player, I can't lie, but let's be real, I thought he had a decent game. And Brad,
pretty decent. Considered the couple of important blocks that he made, certainly in the second half. So yeah, you can't fault him for that performance. Really, he put his heart into it, and that's all we want to see. So, sort of say again, probably expectations. That's as long as he's given that in the current climate. Obviously, that's the best we can expect from him. Really, obviously Trippier's different gravy, but that's we're in the situation now where we can't put him in the team. So yeah, but in terms of a backup player, I think that's someone who nobody would be well. I'm sure many people wouldn't mind, but yeah, in terms of him staying at the club and being a backup player, that majority probably wouldn't have a problem with that.
Absolutely, totally agree. Jason, Emerald Craft.
I'm not the best of lovers of Emerald Craft, I admit that. I think I would still prefer Manquero over Craft. But I have to hold my hands up and say he's actually done pretty well over the past few weeks or a couple of months that he's been featuring. I feel that even though he is a natural right back, you do get a better performance out of him in a centre back role. But he seems to be owning that right back role back again now and starting to get actually quite comfortable in that area. So long may it continue, and hopefully he can get many other fans back on.
Well, hopefully not long. Hopefully Trippier comes back.
Well, yeah, as soon as Trippier is back, it'd be long forgotten. But yeah, you just play back at centre back if anything, because he has actually done decent performances as a centre back.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what it is? So I gave them an 8 out of 10 on my player ratings, Ryan, and people say I was being a bit generous, giving him that 8 out of 10. I thought he had a decent game. I'll praise the player when he played well. I can't lie, but when they don't play well, then I have to be honest. I mean, you know what I mean? But he was 8 out of 10. I thought he was absolutely solid. Do you think he's worth an 8 out of 10?
Yeah, I think I'd say so. Yeah, I don't think we really did anything wrong. Like, he did his job and made like a big tackle that I missed because my streams were lagging. And yeah, I think past few months, I think ML Craft overall has been pretty decent. Like, he hasn't really made any like goal leading mistakes. I think he just does his job. Like, he makes not noticeable but important clearances, blocks, just the normal defensive thing you'd see from a fullback or center back, and I think he's doing it.
It's a bit hard. That's a bit of high praise, I think. I'm gonna have to go with John's club and quote Roy Keane. It's his job. I think an 8 out of 10 for doing your job is a bit high, don't you think? I think you've done well.
But... He did well.
Yeah, I didn't agree. I just say he's doing his job.
Doing his
Yeah,
job.
no, but a
I
lot
was
of people are
I was
giving him
thinking
8s and 9s. And
I think
that might
I
be
think from
slightly too
me
high.
maybe a 7 for me, a 7 or 7.
Yeah.
It's like the
Because
person
for me,
who does really bad
for
in
me-
class at school, and they improve once, they get full marks. It's like, oh, did they really deserve that?
Well, no,
Um,
for me, like if I beginning the game starts, I think all players are on 5 for me, right in the smack middle. And then depending on how the game goes, you go up or down. So like it's not like start at 0.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll go with you, Alex, as well. Emerald Craft. Are you a fan of Emerald Craft?
I wasn't until about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I hated the fact that he waited until he had his first good performance ever to come out and do an interview. I thought that was pathetic because he's been quiet. And Lascelles does the same. They won't talk to the media or NUFC TV unless they've had a good game. Whereas people like Fabian Schär will come out and have a chat with the fans or a camera regardless. So I understand that Lascelles had some problems on social media. Fair enough. Nobody deserves any abuse. But I want the lads to be transparent even if they're not playing well. You know, we'll still support them if they're honest and they try hard. But so that annoyed me. But his performances have picked up consistently. He's been playing better in most matches. And yeah, Manquillo's performance against Tottenham was poor. Kraft came back in the back four and did pretty well. He did his job. I think amazing is an exaggeration, but he's doing a good job. It's interesting what's going to happen in the summer because obviously we've got. I mean, nobody knows what position Murphy's meant to be. He's played everywhere, hasn't he? So Murphy, Manquillo, and Kraft are all kind of up in the air as to what we're going to do with them. We'll probably keep 1 or 2 of them. So who's going to get the chop? Is Kraft going to get the chop? I don't know. I mean, he can play a centre back in a back 3. Are we ever going to use him in that? Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know. Maybe he's definitely done pretty well recently. So as long as he keeps that for the rest of the season, then we'll keep supporting him. Keep doing his best.
Absolutely. Does it every week. Obviously, not going to be every week because Kraft Trippier's going to come back in anyway. So he just had to do what he can the best he can. And
I hope we don't get like Trippier sat on the bench for 3 games because Kraft is playing well. I don't want because he's done that with a few other lads, hasn't he? I hope that doesn't happen. Trippier's got to come straight back in. I ain't having him sat on the bench for 2 matches because Kraft is doing all right. Like that's
what I always say. If you're fit enough to make the bench, you're fit enough to play.
Correct. Absolutely. Archer, I won't leave you out, mate. Emil Kraft.
Oh, I think I've already said my piece about Emil Kraft.
Yeah, you asked him first.
I did. He asked us first.
I did. No, sorry.
Because you went zigzag, John. That's why.
I did. Then I started with him. Then I went up. Did I? What am I like? Yeah, can't see Liverpool City Champions League final as well. I think we'd have something to say about that Foxy, by the way. PIF are reported worth 680 billion or something like that. Wow. I tell you what, that is huge there. For Wolves was his best NFC performance personally. He looked like a solid Premier League player. If he could do that every week, he could be a good squad player for us as a first shot night. Kraft has improved every game he's played. There's always that risk he could revert to type, but he's done well and he's keeping Manquillo out.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of a slightly worse Jan Matt. I can see him doing like a Watford move or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else feels the same way.
Fulham did want him on loan in the summer before the season started.
Yeah, I could see him making one of those kind of switches.
It was already being linked with lower league clubs.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, if Kraft goes, then I wish him all the best. But we need a bigger name sort of thing at the club. So we need a project.
Tariq Lamptey.
Was that, mate?
Tariq Lamptey.
Yes. Now he's a player. I like that other one, the left back of Brighton's left back, but Karacha, that guy is absolutely brilliant.
Cucurella.
Cucurella?
Yeah, Cucurella is very good.
Did I say Karacha there?
I know where you got that from.
The fuzz hair one, like.
Yeah.
You whizzy.
Well, he was Barcelona's. He was La Masia, wasn't he? He's very tidy.
He's a class at. This guy's brilliant. Do you think Trevor will be back for the Norwich game? I'll go with you, Ryan.
When's the Norwich game?
The Norwich game is what we got. Leicester, Palace, Norwich, right?
It's like 3 weeks away.
I'm just gonna go with I don't know, Gary. I have no clue. You have to wait for Eddie Howe to give us a better update, I'd say.
Yeah, we're not talking about ASM anymore, mate. So I see your comment there, by the way. We stopped that.
It's angry with ASM.
He is, isn't he?
Well, let me
And
read that again.
Zato, what is Eddie? Zato, Alex, what is Eddie's score difference at Newcastle? Kevin Keegan plus 189, Bobby's 102, Ozzy's minus 20, Steve's 24, and Alan minus 40.
I mean, it's probably quite bad because of the first few games, the Liverpool, City, and Leicester score. It's probably not a great goal difference. I don't know. I'd have to go and have a look. And then the 5-1 Tottenham. We've had a period of shutting teams out, but then we had a period of conceding a bunch of goals. So how long have I supported them? Since 96, 97, when I was a kid. So
wow,
well over 20 years.
Champion stuff. Good for you, man. I could have played in defence against Wolves off and out of front against us, and we could not break down the defence. Thank you for the penalty. It was the only way it was going to score Ashton Sean. And we paid 3-4 million for Mankey and Kraft. Are we not really getting what we pay from those both? Neither are long-term solutions here. And Paul Gascoigne's not apparently well. I don't know if you heard that, people. I don't know anything about that. Not apparently well. I hope he gets better very, very soon. No one uprooting for trips. So if we are to bring another right back, it should be a development type in my view. 18, 19 years old to learn from the master. And I'll ask that question for Jason.
Well, we all know Trips, especially with his age, he's not going to be around forever. He's going to be 3-4 years maybe before he maybe goes down the league or thinks about retirement. You never know, but I think he's going to be one of the first names on the sheet for that position going forward. So, yeah, maybe bring in someone that's going to easily, well, maybe with the same talents, quite equal to him, that's going to just jump in there in case he gets injured. But maybe keep one of the two, either Mankier or Kraft. But
it's the talent. You're right.
Yeah,
you need the talent. That's what we're missing, because Trippier is a right back which can also do shelvy things. None of our other right backs can do that. So if Trippier's out, we can't do the game plan. It's just out the window.
Yeah, I have to agree there. But whoever we get in, I mean, Raiden Brighton, obviously keep down and say about Bissouma today. I mean, Alex, would you take Bissouma to Newcastle? I'd take the other lad as well, and Rapu, the one's got like won the goal against Arsenal on Saturday.
Prefer Bissouma. That'd be ridiculous. He's one of the most press resistant people in the league, as well as feet just hunts for the ball and wins it back all the time. Like Bruno and Bissouma sat together. I'm not sure that's the system we want to play, but if we did have our possession, I swear, honestly, Bissouma sat next to Bruno, that adds an extra 5 or 10% possession per game onto us against anybody.
Yeah.
Just because of how much they can win the ball, keep the ball, pass. That would completely change everything.
He is silky player. Is Bissouma. He's cleaning the tackle. And I tell you what, I think this guy is brilliant. He's worth the money. He's got 12 months left on his contract, by the way, as well in the summer. So getting reasonably cheap if Newcastle decide to pursue for him as well. So we're in Brighton. Calvin Ramsey, Aberdeen, or Aaron Hickey from Bologna. Hickey is a class. As I watch Hickey, I'll watch him for Bologna. This guy is absolutely brilliant.
Is that the young Scottish lad that everybody's raving about, is it?
He's been brilliant.
I don't know Calvin Ramsey. I thought Aberdeen have had a crap season, haven't they? Didn't they finish outside of everything?
Yeah, they did. They missed out on the split top in Scotland. It's a poor season for Aberdeen, by the way.
Oh, the other day, John, that Bologna played at a wing-back system too, so yeah, I guess he could play wing-back too then.
Yeah, under Haracic, they play 4-2-3-1. Bologna. They play 4-2-3-1. Okay. And they use Hickey at left back. He could play right back as well, but they use him for left back. And so, he's a good player, Karen. Good shout. Even to Tunza and Ramsey's only 17 or 18. I mean, would you come to Newcastle, Alex, if it was offered to him, sort of thing? But he's not going to get in the first team.
I mean, from Aberdeen, yeah, that's a step up. It depends. I don't know anything about him, but if he's from Aberdeen, there's a lot of passion up in Scotland. So he might be one of those lads that wants to stay there. You never know, but
Yeah, man. Yeah.
probably he would come to the Premiership. I think most players in the SPL would come to the Prem if they got the chance. There are a few that stay because of the of the SPL itself, but
Absolutely. Gary V as well. I'm big up to you, Gary. I think it'd be linked to Effie, Tom, Dick, and Harry in the summer. Until the summer, the press are going to have a field year and the agents in Newcastle. Wow. I'll go with you again, Alex. The transfer window is going to be absolutely mad for us as well. We're going to be linked to about 200 players again in the summer. But we're definitely going to spend. We need 2 strikers, by the way, as well. And we need quite a few players to cover.
is that a cat in the screen?
Damn cat.
Yeah. Big up to you, Nicole, by the way.
Yeah, it's a massive summer. This is probably the biggest summer we've ever had, apart from, the transfer window when we got Shearer. This is probably the biggest one. I mean, we had a big one when we signed like Wijnaldum and everybody. Did we sign him in January? We signed a bunch in January under McLaren.
Shelby, Saive, Townsend. I think
we signed a bunch and it still didn't work. This summer's going to be mental. And there's a ton of reports that apparently the reason they're deliberately letting out rumors of the low spending amount just to try and calm things down with agents and rumors and links, because otherwise they're just going to get abused again, like they did in January. Because they came out in an interview, Mehrdad and Amanda, and said it was really, really tough because they were just being quoted some ridiculous things. Partly because it was January and partly because they knew we'd got the money. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. See what happens. Would you prefer Robin Phillips or Bissouma? That's a hard question, man. I think Calvin Phillips is quality, yeah. And Bissouma, for me, I would go for Bissouma.
Yeah.
I think he's a better player.
Yeah,
He's a
I'd
better
go for
player than me.
Bissouma.
I just think he's a cleaner player. Go through his comments. Would you take Hibernian's Kevin Nesbitt at Newcastle? I don't know a lot about this guy. I really do not know a lot about him. The pundit. So do get him followed on his YouTube channel. He's a big Chelsea fan. You got Alex on moving up, John. Yay! Big signing. Bruno Paqueta. I'll go talk about Paqueta tomorrow, by the way. I think they will spend more than 60 million quid. I think 6 million is a smoke screen. Brighton, I agree with him as well. Well, we're here since we got Bissouma as well. Basically, I feel that club. John, can I join? What's it? Magpies, Orly. I'm not going to be too long, mates. Yeah, I'll get you on next week, mate. If you want, that's no problem. But we're going to be on for another 50 minutes. So have you got another show to go to, Alex, tonight? Or are you on Paul's channel tonight, or not tonight?
No, we've got the preview tomorrow. There's nothing on tonight that I know of. I'm pretty sure there's not.
Fair enough. Yeah. Come if you want to come to Punts at you, get yourself in, mate. Do the panel thing you only spend earlier or later on in the summer? I think you need to spend earlier, don't you think, Jason?
I think that every single window we've had, we always wait until the last minute to bring the signings in. It's about time we start early and bring these players in early so that we can then get them gelling as quick as possible and then start getting results as quick as possible. Not leave it till the last minute and then get the famous quote, couldn't get it over the line every single time. It's about time the bloody cat gets out of the way. It's about time that we start making things happen from the moment that window is open.
I think we just got to get them signed and then, hey, let them go on vacation.
Absolutely. Archer, do you think you need to hit the ground running in the summer? Get those players in straight away. And people are going to say to us, still time. No, get them in.
I reckon we'll probably hit the ground running. I think we'll probably start our summer business and soon. We need, like at first, I did said we need at least 6 players, but now I'm thinking we'll probably need 8.
Yeah.
So
8 minimum. 7 minutes.
8. I reckon we need about 8 signings, and obviously get rid of all the deadwood that we've got at the club. Obviously Almiron probably gone. Obviously, you've got the likes of Kieran Clark, Dwight Gale, Gillespie, Carl Darlow, all them. players. They need a gun. But we need bring in we need at least two or three strikers in. Keep Callum Wilson and Chris Wood. Sorry, Jason, but yeah, we need to keep. We need to keep Chris Wood for backup because we need at least two or three strikers in.
We couldn't sell him anyway. It'd be impossible to get rid of Chris Wood.
And because we've only just literally signed him in January.
Yeah, that too.
Nobody would pay his wages.
I'm sure John can get Man United to put an offer.
But to be fair, there's one player. There's two players I would like to see, and that's Lucas Paqueta from Lyon, and also I'd like to see Anthony from Ajax, the winger, which would give competition for ASM on the wing.
There we go.
Be amazing.
There you
Someone
go.
speaks English.
There you
I'm
go.
joking.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Just on the Panarella one, it's a legal thing still hanging over Bissouma. I don't know, mate. I have no idea. Alex, you might know that one. Bissouma?
I don't know.
No idea.
As far as I'm concerned, if it's all clear, then cool. If it's not, then I don't want to touch anything player wise that have got pending investigations or anything. You just stay clear of them. But if everything's clear, then it's okay. Then fair. I guess it's up to the club.
Take it.
We don't want any more. We don't want any more unnecessary headlines. We've got enough to deal with as it is as a club. We just need to be as straight as an arrow and conduct business in a morally good way as best as we can. So
well said. Absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. I'd rather take Moses Caicedo from Brighton rather than Bissouma. I don't think Potter will let him go. No chance. The Tom Martinez unrealistic. It's a hard one. Tammy Abraham's another I would like. I will always take a punt on Villa at Chelsea or Jesus at Man City. If their clubs want to move on, maybe we should thinking. I'll go with you, Ryan.
Lautaro Martinez unrealistic. Yep. Tammy Abraham. I don't know. I feel like Roma are on the up in Serie A with Jose Mourinho there. So you probably want to stay there to actually try to win something. Mm-hmm. In terms of Werner and Jesus, I'd rather take Jesus, to be honest. I think he's a really good player.
If they do get Haaland and they have this Alvarez kid coming from Argentina, then there's two people ahead of him in theory, or next to him.
The thing is, there's criticism. I know I was on Paul's show yesterday. It said I don't want Werner, but at the same time, most people that evaluate him are obviously the Chelsea fans, and they're on that elite level, and they judge players mostly by elite level, and where we're going right now, the level of players we have is down there. So if we get someone like a Werner in, or like we just did with Bruno and Trippier, they already look class because we're not at elite level, but they look so good in our team anyways. Kind of thing.
He is underperforming. I just checked Werner. He's 3 goals, but his XG is 6.2. Oh my god, that's because he misses sitters.
Well, I saw his goal yesterday in the Champions League was unreal, but that's still not going to sway me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's is he top 6, top 4 quality? Yeah. And he's better than everything we've got. So
exactly.
You could argue Callum Wilson's as good as Werner in theory, but that's another argument. But Werner would be a massive upgrade.
Would have said that Werner should have stayed in the Bundesliga because he absolutely tore that league apart.
He did.
Didn't he just? Yeah, that's the answer, people. Bissouma's still pending. So I'm afraid to stay well away from him at the moment in time. Brighton Fazoli saying it's a Bissouma's friend. Ian saying, John, we're in the Sunderland shirt. No, I'm not flipping wearing the Sunderland shirt. What's your mouth at, Mike? You know what I mean? Alex, I'm going to look at it later on after the show, mate. Yeah, and I'll definitely text you back. There's good player in Werner. I think he'd do well for us. He wouldn't be my number one target, though. That's in Gary. Definitely not be my target. So fair enough. We got a game against Leicester City on Saturday, people, and I think we got 35 points in a minute. So I'll start with you, Jason. Right? I mean,
we got 34, John.
34. So I thought you got 35. Yeah. Sorry, 35.
Someone's going for a draw then.
It's got a possibility, man. We need to win that game. I mean, we've got Leicester City. I mean, Leicester having a poor season at the minute. Like, I don't think they're having a great season. Like, you know, they could do better. But I'll start with you, Jay. What do you think the tactics is going to be, and what do you think is going to happen?
I reckon it's going to be an unchanged side.
Yeah,
we've won, so we kept a clean sheet. Why change it? As always, if you're going to drop a player, they're going to think, "Why have I been dropped after we got a win and a clean sheet?" So instead of upsetting other players, you're just going to continue playing how you did. Just keep everything the same. Unfortunately, we're up.
And we're playing on Sunday as well, by the way, mate, not Saturday.
Oh, sorry. I'm so
scared me now. I thought I'd got all my days messed up because I had a heart attack.
I know.
It's the football Paris guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll come to you in a minute. Go on, Nippon. How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm just over. I'm over the loss now. Well, not really a loss. Won the game but lost the tie. We moved. But yeah, if there was a way to go out of a competition, it was just like that. We didn't give up. That's the thing. But yeah, since this is a Newcastle show, I'm going to try and keep it strictly Newcastle.
Fair enough.
And I got a bit worried about your white and red stripes. I was like, what the hell are you wearing? I almost started singing, are you... Yeah, I'm not going to say it on stream, in disguise.
Nah. Oh, harsh, man. Harsh. Saying nothing.
No, honestly, you had me worried there. You had me worried, like blue, red and white stripes.
Nah, I just rack along there tonight, like, you know. Fair enough. No more of that. I was going to say, but you said actually straight in Newcastle. I mean, we're going to start this season. How do you think we're going to do next season, Nippon? I know it's a long way off, but do you think it's going to spend bigger than somehow? Do you think players going to come to us? Do you think, or what do you think?
Honestly, I see you guys getting a lot of dead wood from some of the top 6 clubs. Like, I see you possibly taking... I'm not going to say Yves Bissouma, because I think Brighton will, like, you know, they'll put a restraining order, because you're taking everything from them.
Fair enough.
I think, look, you know, I think you guys should go in for, for Timo Werner.
We chatted about him,
Why
by
not?
the way, Timo Werner. Would you take him? I mean, Ryan, you thought about Werner as well. I mean, would you be your number one choice in the summer, or would you just say pass on him, maybe?
Pass on him, but like, you're the Chelsea fan. Is he a striker? Or is he like a like what is he like? I don't even know what he
Chelsea
is.
fan. Okay, I was trying to work out who
He plays as a winger for us.
Like a left winger.
And
okay.
it's very rare that Pulisic plays on the left. It's either Pulisic or Ziyech who plays on the left.
Okay, yeah, because I remember the first season he came, I think Lampard played him as a sole striker. And I watched the football terrace quite a lot, and I saw Chelsea fans were saying that, like, he's not good enough there or something. Now, like, I don't know.
That's Lampard's
it's I know that, but, like, it's a mix of everything. Like, I don't even know what he is. And I hear for Leipzig, he's passed under a 2-striker formation where there's wing backs, which Leipzig played.
He is. He is.
Okay.
And I've
was he more like a left?
A lot of Chelsea fans. He's a left. Yeah, he plays as a left winger for us. But I've also told Chelsea fans that he's, you know, like how Firmino doesn't score many goals for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think if we keep Timo Werner, I think he will be the Firmino to us. Like, like barely scores goals, but has good link up. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, doesn't score much, but will get a lot of assists.
Yeah.
So you
I
think
mean,
he'd
I
fit?
completely disagree with that, but I'm not a Chelsea fan. That's fine. I think it's
You-
not his game at all.
You think that Timo Werner's good in a 4-3-3 as a left winger? Because obviously Tuchel plays a wingback system.
Although we went out last night, I still feel that would be our best front three for the rest of the season.
Okay.
What we played against, Champions League royalty. If we're
Well, the thing is
if
too,
we're being
I think
truthful.
Werner's on like a ridiculous wage too as well, like with our wage structure.
Everybody on Chelsea's on a ridiculous wage, to be fair.
Yeah, there's
Look,
the thing,
Yeah.
Neuropin.
but
Like,
you
I
have
feel
got-
like we're gonna stay
you've
clear of the
got
top
money.
6 players. I think it's more going to be foreign players we go for this summer.
Yeah. Unless there's some Gabriel
And to
Jesus.
go-
Darwin
and to go-
Núñez?
And no, there's no way. I think
No
we're doing
way.
that because the Premier League clubs are trying to
Jonathan David?
sabotage us.
Your
Yes.
Jonathan David, bring one of your boys in, Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we'll take your transfer list. We'll
You let
everybody
him-
else is copying our homework. We'll buy the Chelsea targets.
And we see about that one as well, sort of things. It has to be good players for Chelsea, by the way. But we'll see. I was going to say, go on to Brad as well. I mean, going to talk about Saturday, Sunday's game. Leicester, 2:15 kickoff. What's the information going on? I know it's going to be 4-3-3, but how do you think, if we get your predictions, how do you think the game will go? Leicester's not been that great this season.
Yeah, you don't know it, Leicester, do you? Because some games haven't been great, particularly at the back, and but then on the other hand, just people like James Maddison and quality players, Tielemans, and they can really cause you problems on the day. Top quality players who can score, take the game away from you in an instant. So yeah, it'll be tough, but say we're on a really good run at home, so it's going to be another big opportunity.
Yeah,
especially
You guys should go. You're saying foreign players. You guys should go for Torino's Andrea Bellotti, Italy international, prolific in Serie A, won the Euros. The less is said about that, the better.
Didn't qualify for the
Probably
World
move.
Cup. Out of contract in the
not
summer.
Yeah, free agent too.
And again,
Yeah,
so will Debaya be as well.
I could see him going to Chelsea. I could see a weird sideways move to Chelsea. I could see him being
What,
your
Paulo
Pato.
Dybala?
No,
What, Paulo Dybala?
Follows
no,
Bala.
Belotti. I could see you signing Belotti.
Who?
It reminds me of the like a Alexander Pato signing. I could see you signing Belotti. I could see you bidding off
Nah,
Lukaku in the
Belotti-
summer and signing Belotti.
Belotti just
After that.
screams. Belotti is just a younger Immobile. Will be prolific in Serie A, but the moment he goes into another league,
Immobile has
He
been
will
pretty
stink
prolific.
it up.
He was prolific in the Bundesliga, wasn't he? He was good at Dortmund.
they will
Yeah,
You
he
can
is
say,
right.
you
Nah,
can
they
say
were-
that, you can say the same thing about Werner though. Like I said, he absolutely tore the Bundesliga apart. Goes to Chelsea, he could barely hit the back of the net.
Yeah, that's why I worry about Belotti. And plus, he's older than Werner too, so he's not going to get any better or any younger. But
He's played
if
with
I'm
Joe
proved
Hart. Though,
wrong,
we'll be fine.
I just think we'll go more for foreign players this season or this summer because
what do you mean? Oh yeah,
we-
yeah. Joe
we've
Hart
already
used
seen
to
it
be
with Man
Torino's
United. They're trying to
goalkeeper.
get a £15 million loan fee for Jesse Lingard when he's a free agent in the summer. I mean, come on. Like, how much more do these top 6 owners want to sabotage any progress from other teams to overtake them?
Exactly. Not good. I'll just go through his comments, through commentary Ryan's Sunday's game. You see these players bought for big money, then play them in a position they're not used to, and you wonder why they don't perform. And I believe Werner started as a left winger in his early days to move to striker. It sounds like Chelsea are moving him back there. I think it's a confidence thing with him. A Newcastle move may be perfect for him. I'll tell you what, if they get Werner, have no problems telling him also, I'll back the guy, 100% back the guy, because it'd be, like Alex earlier on, it'd be an upgrade 110%. And on to, what's the crack?
Well,
Big
Del
up to
Boy's
Del,
there.
my guy. Yeah, he's a great lad. He
What's
is.
the
Hopefully
crack,
Pierre
Del
also
boy? What's the bleeding story?
Where's the in story?
I think
You
we get
got
more
it.
out of Werner than Chelsea does as well. I think he suits our style more, like slightly less possession, pressing in the final third, aggressively like spinning off the last man, counter-attacks with ASM and Werner. I think he would suit us more. I think Eddie Howe would get more out of him because Chelsea play a very different way.
They do. Yeah.
Are you not
It's just
scared though that if I know, do you not think he'll lose his place in the Germany squad if he signs for Newcastle?
No, because we're going to be
given
above
the
you in a
fact
few years
that-
anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter
yeah.
what nationality. It doesn't matter what nationality you are, apart from English. Every player gets into the.
Well,
into
you're
their
forgetting
national
as
team.
well. He's just lifted the Champions League, so he might
Yeah.
not care as much.
That's what I was,
He might change his expectations and his goals because he's already lifted the trophy. So he might be interested in something different. You never know.
different challenge. I mean,
Yeah,
the thing
with
is,
that
with
If you
that
had a
trophy.
Calvin
Would he want to continue to be competing on all fronts, or take the step down to come to us?
On a side note, Bruno Guimaraes is playing and getting picked for Brazil, so it doesn't seem to make a difference.
there's your answer.
Yeah, I think it's just certain
Unless you're
managers
Gareth
and what's in their mind.
Unless you're Gareth Southgate. Unless you're
Yes.
freaking Gareth Southgate.
And well, Gareth did come to watch Trippier for the first few games at St James's, but he got injured. So I think Gareth did come to literally watch Trippier.
Yep, doesn't
Exactly.
care about anyone else.
FA, if you're listening, the FA, if you're listening, I can sack Gareth, and you know what? Give me a call on your cell phone.
Exactly. Because everything that Belotti on the field, that'll be a top sign for us for 3 and 4 years. I like Belotti.
Yeah,
Whether he's settled in England, that's another question story. But for Torino, he's a goal getter sort of thing. That's what I love about Belotti. I think he's a great player. Go on to Ryan. How do you think James will go on Sunday, mate?
I think it'll be an unchanged lineup again. To be honest, same formation. Eddie Howe, I imagine, will alter the tactics and adjust them accordingly to how Leicester play. I haven't watched Leicester play since we played them, but so you can only go off by the table, and like they're not really doing well for their standards. So, do you want a score prediction from me now or what?
No, not yet. Not yet. We've got
Okay.
that in a minute. Alex.
Yeah, that's it.
Go on, Cal. Go on, Alex. You're the king of the tactics as well, and
What Leicester? Are we talking about
Yeah.
the Leicester game?
Yeah, Leicester game. Yeah, I mean, 4-3-3. We know that. I mean, it's going to be a tough game. Do you think we could do bits? Do you think Eddie played a perfect formation to win the game?
I mean, we've played teams of similar quality to them recently in Tottenham and Wolves. I'd say Leicester is somewhere between Tottenham and Wolves in terms of quality, somewhere in the middle. On the day, they are unplayable. If Maddison and Vardy and stuff turn up and do bits, then it's very, very difficult. But we've just played 2 matches against wing-backs, and they're not going to play that way.
No.
We'll see. They've been a bit hot and cold, Leicester, this season, but they've stabilised a bit more as of late and have been playing a lot better. We'll see how it goes. But I think we'll stay with the same we'll stay with our shape and our tactics. Howe seems pretty settled
And
on
is
that now.
Trippier back?
Not yet. Few more weeks.
Few more weeks.
We had a setback, so it wasn't as good as it first looked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're safe this season, then I'd love to see Trippier come back before the end of the season. But if we're safe, we'll be absolutely fine. So we'll just see. Archer.
I reckon it's going to be the same formation as what it was on Friday when we played Wolves. You can't change it. Can't change a winning side. Like, just need to stick at the same tactics as what we've got. Playing 4 at the back, And obviously the midfields with Bruno, Joe Linton, and Shelby. And then obviously ASM. I'm not sure about Ryan Fraser because I'm sure he had a knock on Friday night.
Pulled
And
his
then Almo on.
hamstring.
I'd play Miggy again.
So I think he probably play Almo on and Chris Wood up top.
Yeah, actually, I'll come in. He'll play 4-3-3, definitely. I can see an unchanged team in the team. I mean, obviously, Ryan Fraser is going to be out, from my opinion. I've got a feeling that Jacob Murphy may start people. He may start, but we'll see. That whoever it is. I mean, I've got one here. What about Nevers and Fafida? Absolutely no chance. They're not coming to Newcastle, none of them. Not a fan. Would be great pressing from the front again. Back three has worked before, and we only scored more than 1 goal in 7 games this season. The biggest needs of the off-season is to improve the goal scoring potential. Various ways. They need goals. They need 2 strikers at the club. But I mean, I'm going to go around for the score predictions. I'm going to start with you, Jason.
I'm going to go for a 3-1 win.
Okay. Brad?
2-1. 2-1 to Newcastle for me.
Ryan?
2-1 Newcastle.
Alex?
You'll have to wait and see on the preview show at the Team Review tomorrow. Can't reveal
He doesn't give much away, does he, man? He doesn't give much away, but fair enough. We'll wait for tomorrow preview show then. What time's the preview show tomorrow? Yours 8:00, yeah?
I think it's 8:00 UK time, yeah.
UK time, cool.
Double check that.
Champion. And Archer?
I've said it before, and I'm going to stick with it. Leicester 2, Newcastle United 4.
What?
Say what you did again
That's a bold call. That's a bold call.
Carl say 1 each, by the way. Positive note, we have won quite a few 1-0, which is good form of defensive standpoint. We weren't sure whether how we were capable of improving us defensively as he has. I mean, look, he's got some good results, Eddie Howe. And you know what? I'm a big fan of Eddie Howe. And I'm glad he's here because I think he's going to be a decent manager, And I cannot wait to see what he does to this team in the summer because I'm so excited what he's going to try and do in the summer. And and I've got to say, I'm going to go for 2-1 to Newcastle, and we are going to need to score goals. And Nippon, I mean, do you think Newcastle win Saturday or Sunday? Sorry, Sunday.
I'm going for my honest prediction, and I'm going for a draw.
He's going for a draw. Was that 1 each?
1-1. 1-1. Yeah, 1 each. 1 each.
Fair enough. 2-0. Well, Gary's going to think. When's the last time we scored 4 goals in a game, Archer?
What?
I mean, Brentford scored 4 recently, but that was against Chelsea, so that's not the same game.
Exactly.
Bournemouth, was it?
Bournemouth. Was it Bournemouth? Yeah, Bournemouth. I mean, it was 3 each against Brentford. We should have won that game. I was in Italy that day.
We should have scored more against Everton, to be fair. We've had a few games that we should have absolutely pumped people, and it's just been a lack of confidence.
It is, you're right. But Eddie's instilling that confidence in the team now. But let's do good extra time tomorrow night against PSG, hopefully. That's what we want to see. 1 each for Mikey, 2-1 to Newcastle. Burn ASM to score. Looking to get a
game
draw
at the King Power or the St. James?
St. James's Park. St. James's Park. So, yeah. So, there you go. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, guys. I think you're going to wrap up there because we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. And, guys, did you enjoy coming on tonight?
Yeah, as usual. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you enjoy it as well, Alex? It's your first time?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
So it's always good to talk about all things Toon and football. It's always fun.
Absolutely. And ASM happy with the celebrations also. Some Foxy. We hardly not spoke about Reds tonight, which is good. So thank you very much indeed, people. They tried to chip us in.
We have a goal update. We have a goal update in the Champions League. Liverpool are 1-0 up. Liverpool
I mean,
are
I'm just
1-0
watching
up.
the corner now, so
Ibrahima
that was a lovely
Konate.
spoiler. Thank you.
I'm watching the
Thank you so
Atletico
much.
City
Thank you
game.
so much. Thank you so much. The next one's going to be Flansville next Wednesday. No, got a match on next Wednesday, haven't we, against Palace?
Yeah, we've got Palace on Wednesday.
Oh, there it is. There's the goal. 20 seconds later.
Yikers.
So I'm going to do transfer update tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I'm going to talk about the latest on Lucas Paqueta. Christian Eriksen's has been mentioned. Coutinho's been mentioned as well, but I'm not going to say any more than that. And where's the next one? Thanks for next Wednesday. Well, it should be next week. It'll probably Monday or Tuesday. But I've got a John Mason show on Tuesday next week. Mason's coming on. 2-1 to Nordic. It's been a pleasure, lads. Man, so big at you, my guy. Even to Jordy, you're late, but absolutely hope you're okay. So thanks so much for coming on, guys. And listen, I should see you guys next week. Jason, where should we find you on your socials, mate?
YouTube, keeping it 2YT. Got a live match preview coming up on Friday with Toon Talk. Weekend, won't be doing my live show because we're so close to the Palace game, so I'll probably do another live one on Monday for the Palace preview. You can find me on Twitter at keeping it Toon, just without the YT. You can find me if you go to my previous video or my current live that's on there. It's you'll find all links to join all the socials, the Facebook, the Discord, the Twitter, everything. You'll find everything there. Just click on the links.
Fair enough. Fantastic. Brad, I know you're not on YouTube, but where do you actually find you? Is it just BPN UFC?
Yep, should be on there. Yeah, BP_NFC. Yep, give us a follow.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. There you go. And Nippon, where do you find you, mate, on your socials?
You can find me on Instagram at Nippon with 2 eyes. Sorry, at Nippon with 4 eyes and 3 U's. You can find me on my other Instagram, in which I review restaurants, called Nippon Reviews Cuisines. You can find me on Twitter at the Nippon Sharma and on NS Sports 93, my official YouTube Twitter channel. You can find me on Twitch at Sharma Talks Lifestyle. And you can find me on YouTube on my 2 channels, NS Sports TV and the British Lifestyle Blogger.
Fantastic. Plenty of socials there to find. So we check out as well. Nipples does some good stuff. So Alex, I mean, where do you find you on your socials, mate?
Well, Toon Review Stato is me on Twitter here, but you want to be following the Toon Review on YouTube, which is Paul's channel for the preview tomorrow at 8. And he's on Twitter as well, if you just follow the Toon Review.
Fantastic.
And,
also,
good friends of John's. So,
thank you so much indeed, my guy, and absolute ledge. And Ryan, where do you find you, mate?
Just on Twitter, RyanRheaume_.
Yeah, fantastic. And you can find us on John_NUFC42 on my Twitter, John Sinclair TV on Facebook. And you can also find us on John Sinclair TV on my Twitch. I just set up Twitch. And you can also check out Instagram, John Sinclair 50. I think Alex has left, by the way. Probably got cut out. And guys, thanks so much for coming on. And Wonders Liverpool, thanks up to Mikey. Big up to the mods as well. Thanks so much, mods. I really appreciate that. And thanks to Nordic as well. Canute scored the goal as well. Guys, thanks for coming on. And if you do like the video, like what you see, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's John Sinclair TV. And also, if you like super chat, click on the $sign. If you'd like to become a member, click on the join button, 99p, and the name goes in the hat as well. Thanks for coming on, guys, and I shall see you guys next week.